Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I hope it's a great weekend for you. Nothing political today, all about love, because we don't want to start any arguments on Valentine's weekend, okay? First, three love stories, one shocking love story, one first date story you can't wait to get away, and You Dirty Rat. And then I have a poem for you, a very special one. First, the shocking love story. This one comes out of Florida, as do most great stories. This woman, Pamela Jane Carr, waiting at home for her husband one day, he came home and he said, "Honey, I think it's time we separated." Well, she didn't take that news too well, so she pulled out her stun gun, and according to police, she nailed him several times with the stun gun. Easy to see why he wanted to get away from this woman, right? Because I doubt that's the first time that's ever happened. You know, he probably came home, "Honey, I'm sorry, I forgot to pick up your prescription." And this first date story, she couldn't wait to get away, and good reason for it. They meet online, decide to go out to dinner. Christopher Castillo is the guy's name. She preferred to remain anonymous, and for good reason. On their way out to dinner, he says, "Hey, you mind if I pull over here at the bank? I'm going to make a withdrawal." Well, he did. He robbed the bank. He ran out and then made her be the getaway driver. Well, she's not up for any charges, but he certainly is for bank robbery. A couple of things I took away from this. Number one, after he found out where she wanted to go to dinner, he probably looked in his wallet and said, "Oh, man, I'm going to have to rob a bank." And two, think twice before you respond when he asks if you want to go Dutch. Okay? Just a thought. And the San Antonio Zoo's got a special promotion going on for Valentine's weekend. For $25 donation, they will name a rat after your ex and then feed the rat to reptiles. So, I mean, how romantic is that? Also in New York, there's a guy named Vinny. If you let him know your ex is a rat, then he will feed your ex to the reptiles. I mean, he's even, of course, I don't know anybody named Vinny, nor can I vouch for the fact that there is an organization known as the Mob or Cosa Nostra, any of that. Just happy Valentine's Day. And I found out a couple of weeks ago that my cousin, Herb, is a poet, a published poet. He's written some pretty nice stuff, and he's written one that I want to share with you today. It's kind of a sweet, sad love story. I have to put on the glasses, sorry about it. Mom's grandmother has passed away. The old flowered organ begins to play long-loved hymns from yesteryears. The ones she'd loved now bring us tears. Still, in that chapel gathered there, so much grief, so hard to bear, family members now come nigh to sit together with tears to cry. That final psalm has been read. Now's the time to bow our head. With every person bending down, I take a chance to look around. And in the back, they're all alone. An old man sits to make a tone with head in hand and sorrow laced. I see a story in his face. He'd loved her once, when she was fair, her soft dark eyes, her silken hair. Walk they did side by side, a love for her he could not hide. 'Twas then he traveled far away, he'd forgot a promise made that day. Now time's flown by and years have passed. He's found himself alone at last. Those chapel bells have called him near, back to the one he'd loved so dear. This sad old man in tattered shirt with thin gray hair whose heart is hurt. Her service over, he walked away. I still remember to this day his look of grief and tears of pain. Nevermore to love again. H.C. Trivette. Nice job, Herb. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I hope it's a great one.